I think that this pack should get a lot more attention than it seems to be getting. For $120, you shouldn't be getting much of anything. Instead, you're getting a lot of just about everything. This pack's got almost every feature I've ever seen on a backpack. It doesn't have a huge weight penalty, and you're getting it for the price of a decent day pack. Hey, it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim. Today I want to talk to you about the first piece of gear that I ever got from Decathlon. In case you haven't heard of Decathlon, they're kind of like REI, only on a global scale. I'm not sure they have any stores here in America, but they do have an American division if you go on the website. Now, typically, Decathlon is known for producing good budget gear. They actually have a number of brands that they create themselves, and one of those is Forclaz. Forclaz is French for a mountain pass, and the Forclaz brand from Decathlon is basically limited to their higher-end hiking and mountaineering gear. This is the Forclaz MT100 Easyfit 70-liter backpack. I was a lot more impressed with this pack than I thought I would be. So I'm going to take you on a tour of the pack and then talk about some of the features, how they stack up against other backpacks in this class, and then give you my overall impression. Now, just to be clear, Decathlon did send me this pack for free. However, they are not paying for this video. I am not being sponsored. I am just getting some gear to review while still being able to feed my children. So let's talk about some of the cool stuff it's got going on, and especially one feature that I have never seen on any other backpack, which turned out to not just be some gimmick. It's actually something that functions impressively well. So first things first, the pack has a non-removable brain or lid. Not only is it not removable, it is also not adjustable, so you're not going to get a whole lot under here like a big bear can or something, the way you can extend some of them. It's got cordage on the top that comes with it, nice and stretchy. It's got a good locking mechanism, but if you want to just untie it, you could remove it if you don't feel like carrying it. And a big ol' zipper compartment in the top. This thing is huge. And one of the best parts about this backpack is that it comes with its own rain cover. This is entirely too rare in the backpack market today. So you've got a nice big outer lid, YKK zippers. Then on the inside, you have another zipper and another compartment. Pretty big internal storage. This is often where you'd find a key clip or something, but there isn't one on here. This is a top-loading backpack, but it is also a front loader, hence the zipper, and you can also get to the main compartment through the sleeping bag compartment at the bottom. So you have three different ways to get into this pack. The zipper on the front is two-way. So when you unzip it here, you are right into the main body of the pack. You can reach down into the sleeping bag compartment through a removable separator, or you can reach up to the top. So what I love about this zipper is that if you need something from the bottom of the pack, you can get to it quickly and without having to empty the pack of everything on top of it. On the top, the zipper goes all the way up to a drawstring closure, but it also has this little strap and snap, which keeps the bag closure from stressing the zipper or causing it to open when you don't want it to. You have your drawstring, so this is what's going to get you into the main body of the pack. And if you want to split it all the way open, you can quite easily with this zipper. There is a hydration sleeve area if you want to carry a bladder in here, and these bright orange clips in here are what hold the separator in between the main body and the sleeping bag compartment. At the bottom, you have a much tougher material, and this is the sleeping bag compartment I have mentioned earlier. It's quite spacious. The bottom is a dual zipper as well. Of course, having a zipper on the front means you're not going to have a stuff pocket in the front. However, you do have a very large pocket on the side here. It's kind of hidden behind the compression straps. But this is quite large. I can get a lot in here. Something that is fairly tall fits in there really well, like an Algene bottle or something. There's actually a lot of room. Continuing on the same side, the top compression strap has a buckle and a nice retention sleeve to keep things nice and neat. The bottom compression strap is permanently attached, and there is no side pocket over here. On the other side, you have two pieces of cordage that you can strap poles to or something. Both of the compression straps on this side are permanent. They don't clip in. You have a taller pocket on the side instead of the zippered pocket on the body. One of the more unique things about this pack is that underneath the side pocket on this side is a pocket that's specifically designed to be a bottle carrier. This is open at the bottom with a retention strap to hold whatever's in there, but if it's something wet, it's going to air out very quickly. This thing has been very helpful. I love being able to keep bottles here. It makes for a very easy grip. You're not having to chicken wing yourself to get up into the side pocket to pull a water bottle out. Love this thing. Continuing around to the back, one side of the hip belt has a good-sized, easily zipped hip belt pocket. Unfortunately, the other side does not. The designers of the MT100 seem to really like asymmetry. They like to give you a lot of different options. However, I'm not really sure why they would leave the pocket off one side of the hip belt. On the back, you've got a nice, big, sturdy carry handle and a hydration port. You have two different places to attach your load lifters to your straps, and that is because of the very innovative sizing system that this harness is capable of. I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. In the meantime, you can see you've got very thick padded straps. You've got sternum strap, no whistle. You've got a couple thumb loops on the top. You've got a very good ventilated harness here. This pack actually arches because of these aluminum stays, and when you have it on, the air just flows through here without having to have any kind of trampoline mesh or anything like that that's sort of pushing the pack off of your back. Because of the shape of the pack, you actually get quite a bit of airflow. The hip belt is equally padded. It feels great. Nice, thick lumbar pad. This thing is super cushy. Now you might have noticed these strange looking instructions along the bottom. This is the Easyfit system, and this is one of the features that sets this pack apart from any that I have ever seen. Normally on a backpack, the bottom of the shoulder strap attaches right to the pack, and if you adjust those straps, all you're doing is cinching down the shoulder strap onto your chest. These, however, actually loop around and go back up into a movable harness system. And what that does is that when you pull on these straps, you're actually changing the torso size of the entire harness system while you are securing it down. And what this does is puts the whole system right exactly where it should be for your particular torso size without having to do any kind of manual adjustments beforehand. It actually adjusts to your torso while it's on. The pack itself is made of a 600 denier polyester, which makes it fairly abrasion resistant and water repellent. The MT100 also has a durable water repellent treatment, although the seams aren't sealed or anything like that, so you're going to want to take the normal precautions as you would with any backpack for inclement weather. Now, this is a 70-liter pack. There are different sizes of the exact same pack. This is the biggest one that they make. All in, this pack weighs 60 ounces. Now, I realize that this is not an ultralight pack. It's not meant to be. But if you consider what this pack is like compared to some of the top packs on the market, its stats are pretty impressive. To compare, I went on to Switchback Travel gear review site, and I looked at some of their favorite packs for 2023. I checked out the best overall, the best for hauling heavy loads, and the best budget, because I figured any one of those three categories is one where the Forclaz MT100 would be a competitor. Now, the Osprey Atmos AG65 was the best overall, the Gregory Balturo 75 was the best heavy hauler, and the REI Trailmade 60 came in at the best budget. If you compare the Forclaz MT100 to these three packs, it actually nearly meets or exceeds them in several categories. For example, as far as weight, it actually comes in second, which is not bad considering that the pack that beat it is a full 10 liters smaller. And you're getting all of this for only $120. That's the price of an Osprey day pack. The $120 price point pretty much annihilates any other pack in this size with this quality and these features. I'm impressed with the material and the build quality of this pack. This is not a cheaply made pack. The fact that this pack comes with a rain cover saves you about $40 right there. So you could even say that this is an $80 pack that comes with its $40 rain cover. The Easyfit system is basically second to none. I've never seen anything like it on any backpack, and it works. When you consider that many backpacks do not even have an adjustable torso length at all, much less one that is easy to operate, the Forclaz MT100 completely dominates the entire market when it comes to adjustability. The additional bottle pouch that hangs off the side has been fantastic. I have a similar thing on my Gregory Balturo, and I really appreciated it on the Forclaz. I really like the fact that every single pocket on this pack is different. So if you're really into organization, it's going to be easier to put things where they make sense and even remember where they are. The final big plus for me on this pack is the fact that the way it is arched leaves a lot of airflow, a surprising amount of airflow through the back of the pack. I did not even remember that that was an alleged feature of this pack until I'd been wearing it for a while and suddenly realized that I was feeling the breeze coming through my back in a way that I don't usually unless I've got some kind of Osprey or something with a big trampoline mesh. The fact that I am able to utilize the good, comfortable padding of the Forclaz harness and still get ventilation is a huge selling point for me on this pack. All right, let's talk about a few things that are not great, but are not deal killers either. For one thing, the comfort on the pack could be a little bit higher. Now, this was not really an issue for me on the trail, but I did notice that the inside mesh is a little stiff. I think this will probably go away over time. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It's not like sandpaper or anything, but it's definitely a little stiffer and a little bit more grating than what I'm used to feeling. Now, as long as you've got clothes on, you're not even going to probably notice that, and it's definitely not going to slide around as much. But I suppose if you were someone that was really super sensitive to what the mesh felt like on your shoulder straps, it's something you might notice. I also tend to use my big front pocket on packs quite a bit, but because the MT100 does not have one of those pockets, if you use this pack, you've really got to kind of commit to internal storage. You're not going to get very much on the outside of this pack, so if that's the way you like to backpack, this is probably not going to work well for you. Okay, a couple of negatives. First of all, from the top, personally, I prefer having a lid that is at least adjustable, if not removable. It's not that much harder to do that, and I wish Forclaz would have included that feature. Further, I've said it before, but I find it extremely annoying that there's no left hip belt pocket. That whole side of the hip belt is just wasted. There's no daisy chain, there's no strap, there's no pocket. There's literally nothing you can do with all that real estate. Adding that pocket doesn't seem like it would have been a big deal. Another half ounce or ounce of weight wouldn't have mattered in a pack like this. The last thing, and this is something that I don't even know if it's a negative or not, but there is no compression strap that goes from side to side over the front of the pack. This makes me a little paranoid given that there is a zipper here. I'm afraid that if the pack got overstuffed and you were putting a lot of stress on that zipper, if it were to pop or bind up or lock up or something while you're out in the backcountry, the pack could become virtually unusable. Given how much you can get in a 70-liter pack, I am a little paranoid about putting that much pressure on a zipper, which is usually the weakest component of a backpack system already, much less when it's actually holding the body together. I would have really liked a compression strap or two that went all the way from one side to the other instead of just squeezing the sides shut, which is what you have. It'd be better for compression, and it would create a safer way to carry a lot in this pack. I haven't actually had a problem with it. I haven't seen any problems like that reported, so maybe it isn't a big deal, but I'm not sure that I personally could trust a backpack zipper system like this on a really long hike or a through hike. Decathlon gives you a 10-year warranty with this pack, which is not the lifetime warranty that you get with an Osprey or a Gregory, but it's also not the no warranty that you get with the REI. Now, I've reviewed a lot of backpacks on this channel. I will throw some links up here. If this was a helpful video to you, would you mind giving it a like and subscribe to Backcountry Pilgrim if you are into hiking, camping, backpacking, and the gear that goes with it. Until next time, I'm Doug. Thanks for watching.